Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 9th episode of the first season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, I actually thought it was really funny, to be honest. It actually was. You know, it was mainly revolved around Raj, which was good because he was getting more screen time. And it was about his parents setting him up with an arranged relationship. Now, obviously, he's gone to meet this girl, and Sheldon's come and spoken to her. He's actually whisked her away, you know what I mean? Unintentionally, he actually hit on her, and she ended up liking him more than Raj, and obviously his whisk her away has obviously upset him at the end. But interestingly, in the episode, while Raj was trying to get some experience in talking to women, you know, Penny was practicing making cocktails for her new job as a bartender. And what she's done is she's made a few cocktails. She's given one, he's drank some of it. It's called a grasshopper, and then boom, it's the first conversation he's had with her. Yes, he's spoken to her, fully fledged convo. She's giving him advice. It obviously gave him the motivation to speak to women, and obviously he went to his date and he was speaking to her as well. It didn't go well for him, let's totally be honest, but let's just say it did go well for him in terms of the context of he's actually spoken to Penny now, and hopefully the ice is broken, and as we move forward, it's not going to be quiet again and not speaking to her like the first 7 episodes. You know, yesterday we did have one where we did have full-on engaging conversations, and I'm hoping that brings the 5th, you know, like basically member to the group in a fully fledged conversation, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? No longer is he going to be hiding away. Hopefully he's fully open and engaging, and I'm excited to see obviously what we do. And like I said, Howard was hilarious last episode. Again, hopefully he stays up with his consistent funniness, and I would like to see maybe a bit more of the Leonard and Penny situation moving forward now. Like, I'm not saying I full on want them all the time, and I've been saying I'm loving it that we're spreading the load, but we did focus on them up until like 5 or 6 episodes, and then obviously it's kind of like dropped a little bit, and then I want to continue forward with it again. So it'll be interesting to see what we do with those two and the rest, and if Raj actually speaks to Penny again. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
I am now about to send a signal from this laptop, bouncing off a satellite in geosynchronous orbit to Lisbon, Portugal, where transferred across the continent via microwave relays back to our ISP and the X10 receiver attached to this lamp. Ready on the stereo. Go for stereo.
Hey guys!
Hello.
It's a little loud. Okay, thanks.
Hang on, do you not realize what we just did?
No, we turned our stereo down by sending a signal around the world via the internet.
See?
Someone in Sichuan province, China, is using his computer to turn our lights on and off. Down the remote control cars.
What's on top of that?
Wireless webcams, wave hello.
You may want to put on slacks.
What?
Well, that is internet creeps for her.
When we're disembodied brains in jars, we're going to look back on this as 8 hours well wasted.
I don't want to be in a jar. I want my brain in an android body.
Why is this letter in the trash?
Always the possibility that a trash can spontaneously formed around the letter.
They want us to present our paper on the properties of supersolids at the topical conference on Bose-Einstein condensates.
I know. I read it before I threw it out. Because I have no interest in standing in the Rose Room of the Pasadena Marriott in front of a group of judgmental strangers who wouldn't recognize true genius if it were standing in front of them giving a speech.
Other honors I've gotten that I don't know about? Did UPS drop off a Nobel Prize with my name on it?
Leonard, please don't take this the wrong way, but the day you win a Nobel Prize is the day I begin my research on the drag coefficient of tassels on flying carpets.
Okay, let me put it this way, I'm doing it.
You can't. I'm the lead author.
Come on, the only reason you're the lead author is because we went alphabetically.
I let you think we went alphabetically to spare you the humiliation of dealing with the fact that it was my idea.
Design the experiment that proved the hypothesis.
It doesn't need proving.
All right, I don't care what you say. I'm going to the conference and I'm presenting our findings.
And I forbid it. I'm not taking credit for our work, then nobody is.
So you admit that it's our work?
No, once again, I'm throwing you a bone.
Oh no, he didn't.
And if Sheldon, so for example, right, if Sheldon didn't want to be up there because he doesn't take it seriously, and he doesn't feel like, obviously, like he was saying, that the people in that conference would stand up and see scientific genius if he was stood in front of him, which he's saying if he was there, it would be. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get his point of view, for example. That's his outlook. But if his friend has a totally different opposite outlook and he feels like it's one of the best things that could have ever happened to him and he wants to go up there and it's something that he's always wanted to do and he wants his work appreciated, you should actually stick by your friend and go forward and do it. You know what I mean? Regardless of what your opinion is and what it would have been beneficial to you. You know what I mean? Like, if your friend wants to do it and he can't do it because you're not going to be involved, then you should be a good friend instead of thinking of yourself and actually step forward and let them get the success that they want to do. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of whether it's your paper or his paper, if you're not going to take any credit and not go to it and do anything anyway, then what harm is it to go there and support somebody who actually really cares for the prize? You know what I mean? So I feel like, I wouldn't say he's been a bad friend, but I feel like he's thinking about himself and not about the collective and like how much it will be for Leonard.
Not only is he still not talking to me, but there's this thing he does where he stares at you and tries to get your brain to explode. Says, I know my physics, but I'm still a fun guy.
Oh, I didn't know they still made corduroy suits.
They don't. That's why I saved this one.
And this? And these?
Is this all stuff you want me to try on?
No, this is stuff I want you to throw out.
Kandor was the capital city of the planet Krypton. It was miniaturized by Brainiac before Krypton exploded and then rescued by Superman.
Nice.
It's a lot cooler when girls aren't looking at it.
Where are you going? Just put them on. Oh, are you shy?
Nothing to see. Well, not nothing.
Sweetie, put the pants on.
That's called overthinking.com, innit?
Scientists do not compromise. Our minds are trained to synthesize facts and come to inarguable conclusions.
What is this?
It's my original series Battlestar Galactica flight suit.
Why do you wear it on Halloween?
It's not a costume, it's a flight suit.
Is this your only tie?
Technically, yes, but if you'll notice, reversible.
All your clothes?
Yep, everything since the 8th grade.
The 8th grade? We're back to the corduroy suits.
Great.
Yep. Hey, Sheldon. Get anything good?
Just the latest copy of Applied Particle Physics Quarterly.
Oh, you know, that is so weird that yours came and mine didn't. It was a joke. Yep.
Let's ask him something.
You and Leonard.
Oh, dear
Yeah.
God.
Misunderstanding, huh?
A little misunderstanding. Galileo and the Pope had a little misunderstanding.
Well, how do you feel?
I wonder if I've been experiencing physiological manifestations of some sort of unconscious emotional turmoil. I couldn't poop this morning.
Okay, so you absolutely should talk to him. Look, I know Leonard values you as a friend, and he told me himself that without your little idea, there's no way he could have come up with this whole experiment thing.
Excuse me, little idea?
You know, gee, the exact words aren't really... It's more the spirit in which
What did he say?
You had a lucky hunch.
Sheldon, I've been thinking, instead of arguing about this, why
Don't you
we
ever
just
speak to me again.
You know what? I actually don't look that bad on. I thought it'd be a lot worse.
Hey, I'm leaving for the conference.
Have fun presenting my lucky hunch.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more time. We did the work together, let's present the paper together.
And I'm telling you for the last time, it's pandering, it's undignified, and bite me.
Saying, if he didn't want to take part in it, he should just take part for his friend because it means so much to him.
One of these days.
There's probably 20, 25 people in there.
You're kidding.
Is that all?
All? In particle physics, 25 is Woodstock.
It's okay, just open with a joke, you'll be fine.
There's this farmer, and he has these chickens, but they won't lay any eggs. He calls a physicist to help, and he says, I have a solution. It only works with spherical chickens in a vacuum. Right?
Oh, sorry, I've heard it before.
So, in conclusion, the data show that at temperatures approaching absolute zero, the moment of inertia changes and the solid becomes a supersolid, which clearly appears to be a previously unknown state of matter.
What the hell was that?
Oh, Sheldon's there.
Dr. Sheldon Cooper here. I am the lead author of this particular paper. You have completely skipped over the part where I was walking through the park and I saw these children on a merry-go-round, which started me thinking about the moment of inertia.
Look, if you weren't happy with my presentation, then maybe you should have given it with me.
As I've explained repeatedly, unlike you, I don't need validation from lesser minds. Please, I admit that spherical chicken joke, that was hilarious. But it was straight downhill from there.
You are not the only person who is smarter than everyone else in this room. No offense. My name is Dr. Leonard Hofstadter, and I could never please my parents, so I need to get all my self-esteem from strangers like you. You cannot blow up my head with your mind. Stop it.
You hit me.
Is he going to post it online, Howard?
Is this usually how these physics things go?
More often than you think. You could have offered me a ride home. I don't understand what you're so unhappy about. You begged me to come, I came. There's just no pleasing you.
I'm the problem. I'm the one that needs help.
Well, that's not much of an apology, but I'll take it. I'm sorry I tried to blow up your head. It was uncalled for.
Somebody got the whole thing on their cell phone and put it on YouTube.
Now, who would do that?
That would be me.
We'll see about that. You people in the front row, heads up. This is a splash.
Is that how YouTube used to look? I remember when it was out of stars instead of likes and dislikes.
Does this suit really look that bad?
Forget your suit. Look at my arms waving. I'm like a flamingo on Ritalin.
Would you like to explain to me why your Facebook page has a picture of me sleeping on your shoulder captioned "Me and my girlfriend"?
Oh, here comes the talk.
Alright, somewhere in China, they're moving around and out there in the world looking at the stuff.
混蛋东西嘛！哎，谁在搞鬼？
Pasadena, California 中 Wallow Wizard.
Mate, I've got to say though, right, even though Sheldon went in there and obviously stood up and he had that little fight, and obviously it's got posted on the internet by Howard, like, he's been a bad friend in this episode. Now, obviously, it didn't have many, well, it didn't have, like, a detriment towards Howard, Leonard, but the whole thing was basically, you know, Leonard wanted to go there and do the speech or whatever, the presentation collectively together as a team. You know what I mean? He never solely said that it's his work, and he obviously give Sheldon as well the credit. It wasn't as if like he was trying to disregard any of his contribution, where Sheldon was trying to disregard all of Leonard's contributions. To be honest, he was consistently saying that he's a lead author, and when he was actually getting, I don't know, praise for the work that they've done as a team, he was saying that, you know, basically his vote is the one that should stand up the most, because, you know, he's the one that's obviously come up with the idea and obviously led on the paper. If he decides that he doesn't want to go there, then both of them shouldn't go there. And you know what I mean? He doesn't need recognition and validation from his peers. Now, I understand that point of view, but then again, like I was saying, I just feel like it is bad friend. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like if there's two of you and you've both done something and it's been deemed a success by one or another, do you know what I mean? And then somebody's asked you to come and do something, you shouldn't actually just say, no, you're not doing that. You know what I mean? Or to, like, he had no reason to actually turn up and then be negative in that sort of situation. You know what I mean? Him actually not being there would have been decent for Leonard, because obviously people was clapping in, they was happy with him, seemed like he'd done well. That joke obviously went down really well with people who know science. To me, I had no idea what they were on about. But he's come in and he's just kind of ruined it. Do you know what I mean? And it actually made no beneficial impact for any of them. Didn't help Sheldon, didn't help Leonard, to be honest. It made them both look like they needed other people's approval, even though they were saying that they didn't. You know what I mean? Basically. So, I don't know. It was an interesting episode, but I do feel like in today's episode anyway, that Sheldon was actually being a bad friend. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you've not been watching the channel for the full episodes, then it is available in the description. If you didn't know, you know, quite a lot of people are actually doing that, but, you know, a lot of people obviously don't really recognise that they are for free. You don't just have to subscribe to the Patreon to get them. Yes, that gives you early access, but every time you see one like now, that is literally posted onto the YouTube, then you have got the ability to watch it for free. So keep your eye on those. Daily description below with a password in the comments, and you can watch the full episodes for free and enjoy it together. Now, interesting, like I said in today's episode, we focus back on Leonard and Sheldon. I was saying that I thought that Sheldon was a bit of a bad friend, considering obviously Leonard wanted to go and take part in his conference and obviously get some approval for the work that they've done. Again, though, another, you know, I thought it was a pretty funny episode again. I like how Howard obviously does these things with Penny, but at first, you know, basically he just posted that thing online saying me and my girlfriend. And at first, every time he done something, she was kind of, I know she was negative just then, but it was different. At first, it was like, bit weird, it's never going to happen, stop doing that, I'm not going to get used to it. Now, it's just kind of like, I'm going to blow your mind up, like he was trying to do Sheldon with Leonard, because she understands who he is and how he is in his character, and she's not taking it too serious, and she's not taking it, you know, like the wrong way. She's just like, that's Howard and that's it. Yeah, okay, he might be posting it online, but that is just who he is. And it's good, because like I said, as we progress forward, we understand characters and what they do and what they mean, and like their stories and how the personalities are. So at first, when she first met them, because obviously they're new, they're green, she's getting introduced to 4 different people that she's never met before. She's trying to figure out who she likes, who should she take to, who's weird, who's not, do you know what I mean? And at first she might have thought that he was strange, but then consistently as you move forward, he's being the same guy that he's always been ever since he was introduced in the first episode up until now. She realises actually, you know, he's actually got no harm in him. It's just the way he is, and he seems like a person as well that loves a bit of social validation. You know, you get many of them as well. You ever got friends that you see that posting online, they're like, yo, I'm in parties, you know what I mean, I'm out clubbing, and then like, you actually know realistically that they've just walked in and took a picture and got off, or they just sat in the corner on the phone and not really doing anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just want the social approval and put it out there, and that obviously that's like kind of like how it is, isn't it? But good episode. I like how we chopping and changing between each of them. I'm enjoying it. And thanks for checking out today's. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.